Good morning, gentle viewers, and how are you this Friday? I believe we have either 5 or 6 left. We're going to find out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we have 6. Because I don't have a 7-sided die. So, we're going to take out a coin. We're going to take out the 6s. Red head, black tails. Heads. That would be red. Starting from this way, working that way. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4. No accessories, no box. Plenty of attitude. I'll tell you that. Crosshairs. Originally, he was created in 1987. He was a target master. His partner was Pinpointer. And instead of being green, he was red and blue. Went to Nebulon because his friends needed him. At that point, they got radio signals out off of Nebulon, and more Transformers and more Autobots and more Decepticons showed up, and that was a big old hoodoo. And the Nebulons were finally freed from the overseers, which were just other Nebulons, but whatever. And in the comic book, he stayed on Nebulon. Then in the movie from Age of Extinction, he became a green sports car. Yeah, I get that. He showed up as the resident sniper, hence the name Crosshairs. And he helped Bumblebee by being the gunner. He's the one that jumped off with the parachutes, and he really hasn't had a comic book career other than Marvel's whole thing back in the 80s. Other than that, Crosshairs kind of fell out for a while until, and I don't like giving the Bayhem verse anything, but he did bring back Crosshairs and a few other Transformers that had been waylaid. So I am not sure what type of car he is. I know he's a sports car. I know that. Um, I don't know what kind of car he is. And so, yeah, unfortunately, I have to give Bayhem some form of kudos for bringing back some Transformers that were kind of left to the side. Um, he also did that with for some reason, the aerial bots were also in none of the movies, but yet that's from The Fallen, along with its partner over here. But whatever. And that's the story on Crosshairs. So we're gonna invite you on over, show you some articulation, some transformation, give you our final thoughts, and yeah. So come on over. We'll point you down so Crosshairs is in the spotlight. Okay, we're gonna start off with his head. It goes side to side. It probably would go all the way around, but this neck piece is just serious. Uh, his shoulders move independently. Alright, and his arm moves independently to it. That's as far as it'll go up. That's the elbow bend right there. There is a bicep swivel, and the hand can turn somewhat. It's more for transformation, because when it's transformed, they want you to turn it this way. No waist rotation. However, he can do somewhat of a side kick. He can't become a lamppost. Maybe. Okay, yeah. No, he can become a lamppost. Yet why they play the Rescue Bots twice, I don't know. This is supposed to be every theme song. But whatever. And then these move independently. And so does this. It's his trench coat. And his ankles, due to transformation, they have no swivel that way. No swivel that way, but they can go up and down. And as far as articulation goes, that is the articulation for Crosshairs. Now, his transformation at first I thought was a lot convoluted. But, after a couple times of doing it, I kind of got used to it. And it became kind of fun. Okay? So, right here there's a hole. And right here, there's a clear peg. Yeah, I know. Clear pegs. Nobody likes clear pegs. Because after years, they tend to do things they're not supposed to. Okay? Then you collapse both feet and you turn the heels of your feet in on each other. That becomes your bumper. Okay? There is a nub here, and a hole here, and a nub here, and a hole there. And at first, it does not want to clip together. But once you get everything situated, it clips together. It's weird. But So, then you see, now it clips together. For some reason, now it wants to stay together. It's weird. Anyway, so you take the hand, like I said before, and you turn that so it's flat, facing up toward his face. There we go. Now, pull the spoiler back till it covers his head. Now that you got the head covered, straighten out the arm so it becomes the bottom panel. Once you've gotten it straightened, you'll know once you got it straightened. One, it'll fit under the car. Two, that part will want to fall into place. Now, there's a little nub here. There's a hole there. Yeah, I know. This thing is full of nubs and holes, huh? But, again, once you get everything lined up, everything just wants to snap into place. There we go. The shoulder was not in the right spot. There's one. There's two. Crosshairs. I wish they did this design. There we go. I wish they did this design on both sides. I like that design. I really do. But that is Crosshairs as a car. I don't know if he comes this way or in robot form. So, if he comes this way, this is the way you transform him back to a robot. First things first, you detach the arms. Okay. There we go. Okay. Pull the arms in, which unlocks this part. Unplug it from the roof, and you can pull that back. This frees up your entire upper region. Now you take the front wheels and you pin, or the back wheels, and you pin those back, and that gives you full range of motion. You take the hands, you flip them out like that. Now for the bottom. Pop off one side. Pop off the other side. And then then everything will just pretty much unfold itself. Turn the feet. Get him stable and acclimated right. And boom, you have Crosshairs with his trench coat. Now, fix the shoulder pads so he's not knocking himself in the head. And that would be Crosshairs transformed both ways. I've been putting him in this little scene over here. Now, yes, I realize that this is blur. Sorry. I realize that this is blur and it is not Drift, I don't have Drift. So, in fact, the only Bayverse bots I have are Grimlock, this guy, Barricade, Barricade, Volt, or Jolt, and I think that's it. I don't think I have any other Bayverse. No, no. I have Jolt. Oh, no, I do. I have Hound. So I have Jolt, Hound, Crosshairs, Grimlock, and Snarl. And Barricade. So I got 4 or 5 Bayverses. Some are okay. Some are not okay. Not okay. But it is what it is. So, the cheat sheet goes in there. There is no accessory to put in the armory. His both hands are 5mm port, so they'll fit any 5mm weapon. And he's supposed to come with a pair of guns, but he doesn't, because I got him in a lot. So, other than that, final thoughts. Let's see. Yeah, those are my final thoughts. There are some of the Bayverse I like, some of the Bayverse I don't like. Crosshairs happens to be one of those that I like. I know I didn't say it in the beginning, so I will say it now. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. Drop me a comment if you want to. And from the corner, and Uncle Bobby, we want to thank you for spending time with us. I truly appreciate it. I'm pretty sure Crosshairs appreciates it. Unless you're an enemy combatant, Hound don't care about nothing. Just wants to shoot things. Very, very, very different version of Hound than from the G1, but whatever. What have I done new? Up here, Grimlock now has a throne and a stand for his matrix. And I made I don't know what you call the throne that sits under the king's throne, but I made one each for Slug and Sludge. I'm going to be making one for Snarl. And then when Swoop comes, Sir Swoopington, he'll get one too. And then what I want to do is I want to sit him in like a half circle, right? With Grimlock up here, and then stage down, and then it's going to be Slug and Sludge, and then one more tier down, and then it's going to be Snarl and Swoop, because Snarl and Swoop were built last, and they were built like 4 or 5 episodes after the originals, so they have to go on a lower tier. And then inside that semicircle, I want to put all the other Dinobots. So it's like Grimlock is just looking down at all the Dinobots. Also, if you want his Matrix, first you have to get through the Dinobots, then you have to get through his 4 Dinobots, then you have to get through him. And if you have survived all that, you're pretty much, yeah, you're pretty much Diesel. So, you'll give Grimlock a good fight. I'm sorry, my apologies, Your Majesty. King Grimlock, a good fight. So, that's the plan. Let's see how it works out. So, in conclusion, that's what's new. And remember, always remember, Uncle Bobby loves you. All right, later.